Hey, how are you doing? I have watched the entire first season of the science fiction series Alien Earth, and I loved it. The series is set in the year 2120. World governments have collapsed and power is wielded by five global megacorporations, including the infamous Weyland-Yutani and the emerging rival, the Prodigy Corporation. The Earth is divided, and the core conflict is rooted in a technological arms race focused on achieving functional immortality. The story starts when a Weyland-Yutani deep space research vessel, returning from a 65-year mission to collect alien specimens, malfunctions and crash lands in the city of New Siam, which is owned by the Prodigy Corporation. The crash releases a xenomorph and other dangerous alien creatures. Prodigy is run by the eccentric young trillionaire CEO Boy Cavalier, who has established a research island called Neverland. His first successful experiment involves transferring the minds of terminally ill children into synthetic adult bodies to save their lives. These lost boys are led by Wendy, formerly a girl named Marcy Hermit. Wendy is drawn to the crash site because her human brother Joe, a prodigy medic, is sent to investigate the wreckage. The story is driven by Wendy's struggle to reunite with and protect her brother in her new, unfamiliar synthetic body. Prodigy and Weyland-Yutani immediately enter a tense territory war over the alien specimens. The plot quickly escalates as the xenomorph and other alien species are released into the city and brought to Neverland for study. The primary horror stems from the corporate willingness to endanger human and hybrid life for the sake of scientific and financial gain, using the xenomorph as the ultimate product. Wendy and the Lost Boys represent a unique lens as they must navigate the horror with the minds of children in the bodies of adults, grappling with their fading humanity and the nature of their new existence. Alien Earth really stands out because it treats the Alien franchise as a vehicle for social and philosophical science fiction, rather than just a simple monster horror show. By introducing the hybrids, in other words, human minds in synthetic bodies, the series immediately dives into the ethical gray area of post-humanism. Wendy's story asks, if a machine has a human soul, is it human? Or is it a new class of being that corporate owners seek to control, much like the xenomorph itself? There is also the sense of mystery and dread. The series introduces new alien species alongside the xenomorph, ensuring that the audience experiences the shock of the unknown that defined the original film. The feeling, impression, and the vibe I got from this show are pretty close to reading a good quality science fiction novel, because characters are deep, and also as you get to know those characters' strengths and weaknesses through the story, you start to identify with some of them pretty fast. The dialogues and the moments between characters are deep, realistic, and engaging because there are those philosophical, thought-provoking concepts of childhood innocence, making difficult choices in life, and living with the consequences of those choices, the loss of innocence, the progress of transitioning from childhood into adulthood. Also, the core question of what it means to be a human being. Those things really make this show special, in my opinion. Yes, there are original and different alien species in this show. And yes, there are impressive action scenes in this series. But aside from those, what really pulls you in is those deep characters and interaction between them. You see a lot of corporate rivalry, emotional manipulation, and verbal conflict as well. The show successfully constitutes a high-quality science fiction atmosphere using all of those essential psychological and philosophical elements of a great story, building with each episode and engaging the audience. So everything in this show is in place in terms of storytelling. What I also liked about this show is you don't watch the same pre-edited intro at the beginning of each episode. Every intro is a visual summary of what happened in previous episodes. I think that this is original and creative. Highly recommended. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.